Hi, thank you very much for clicking on this video. If you are new to the channel, this is my first video and my name is Richard Boama. I am originally from Ghana and it's in the West Africa. In this video, we'll be talking about how you can navigate through the hassles of being an F1 student in the United States. So first, you came into the United States as an F1 student, you just got to the airport and basically just got to your destination. What do? We'll be talking about several things that you need to do in this video, so please stay tuned. Stay until the end of this video just to get all the information that you need. So a little bit of a backstory here. I came here into the United States in August of 2021, so I'm almost reaching 2 years. And in these 2 years, I've gathered enough life experiences in the United States to be able to tell you what you need to do and not to do. So like I said earlier, this video will be talking more about the things you can do as an F1 student as soon as you get into the country. It includes important topics like getting your SSN, your driver's license, bank accounts, credit cards. So please stay tuned to the end of the video just to get an overall overview of how to go about these things. So let's start with, you just got into the United States. What do? You just got to your school. Where do you start? The first thing that you need to do as an F1 student is report to your DSO. So your DSO is basically the designated school official that has been assigned to you. He's probably the one who gave you your form I-20. So you basically go into their office and just check in with them, let them know you are here, and please listen to what they have to say. If you have any questions in the school, he's the first person you need to see, he or she, sorry. Second, you need to get a job. So one of the most important things in the United States to be able to survive is having a social security number. Unfortunately, they don't just give social security numbers to F1 students unless they have a purpose to. So in this situation, getting an on-campus job with an offer letter will help you get a social security number, because the campus cannot employ you without a social security number. So getting a job on campus, and I'll show you the process in a minute. All right, so you just got a job on campus, a job offer on campus, whether it's being a food servant, helping at the library. There are a variety of jobs. Where do you go next? Then what you need to do is get a letter from your job stating how many hours you'll be working and also the position that you are working. And another thing that you will need is to go into your admissions office or your international student center and basically ask them for what we call a support letter for social security. So they will give you a support letter for the social security stating that yes, you are fully enrolled in this college and you are an F1 student and you're basically looking to get a social security to work. You have a job offer. So those are the most two important things. Other important things that you need to have will be on the screen right here or anywhere in the screen, and you need to have all these documents along with you before you go into the Social Security Administration. So I can show you how. I'll put links in the description how to find the closest Social Security Administration in your city or wherever you are. You just use your zip code of your school and you'll be able to find it. And so from getting your social security, it will take a while for it to come into the mail. I think mine took about 4 weeks, almost a month or two. I don't really remember, it's been a long time. But from getting your social security, the next thing that you need to do is to get a bank account. It's very important to get a bank account because here in America, they don't just hand you cash after working. You need a bank account and then they'll deposit the money into it. My advice to every other student in the United States, don't stick to local banks. There are probably a couple of local banks where your school is and they look appealing, but please overlook them. I made a mistake of getting a local bank where I was in Iowa, so I started my schooling in Iowa, and when I was moving to a different state, I had to transfer all that money that was in that account to a different bank account and close that account, because that bank was just for the community. It's not outside the community. So it makes it extra hard for you as an F1 student to navigate your life through the United States. As an F1 student, you'll probably be moving a lot, so you don't want to restrict yourself in some ways. I would suggest you get big banks that are almost everywhere in the United States. My recommendations will be Chase Bank, TD Ameritrade, US Bank, Bank of America, those big banks. I think wherever you go there, most of their ATMs, so it'll be easy to move without really going through the hassle of changing everything. So for your bank account, you will need your passport, your I-20, your I-94. The most other important things that you need to have is a proof of address. You need to show that you actually live at that address that you are using on your bank account. So most of the time, I highly suggest that if you don't have enough proof, go to your DSO. They can write you a letter stating that you need to live at this address, and they can just put a phone number for extra verification. So once you are done with that, you need all these information. Basically, you need all this information to get all you need for a bank account. After getting a bank account, other things that you need to do: go back to your job, give your bank account information to them, and they'll be able to update it, and you get paid right in your bank account. From getting your social, your bank account, the other most important thing that you need to get is your driver's license. In the beginning, you might think there is no need to get a driver's license, but in most cases you do. So as an F1 in America, you always have to carry proof of your resident status here. It's very important to know your state laws. So I highly suggest that you make friends outside your community and just get to know what you really need, especially the F1 student in the state. But in my opinion, getting a driver's license in your journey of an F1 student will help you wherever you go. So for example, when I travel, I use only my driver's license unless I'm going outside the country. But if I'm going on a vacation to anywhere in America, I only need my driver's license. If you don't have a driver's license, you might need to have your passport showing your visa and your I-20. Those are all stressful things to have. They verify all at the DMV, and by the way, DMV is where you go to get your driver's license. And so everything is on your driver's license. They just get a copy of your driver's license and you are good to go. And you can't buy a car without a driver's license. It just makes your life simpler, in my opinion. What are involved in the process of getting your driver's license? There's a couple of tests that you need to pass to be able to get your driver's license in the United States, and that all depends on the state you live in. That is what makes things tricky. So I first decided to get my driver's license in Iowa, and there I got a permit. So before you get the permit to learn how to drive, you need to pass the written exams, the knowledge exams. So you need to practice and learn. They'll give you a booklet. I don't have mine available, but if I do get a picture, I'll put it on the screen. You do get a booklet that you have to read. Personally, I did not really read the booklet, and I don't know if this is information I need to share with you. I read a little bit of it, but it was just too boring for me. So I decided to just jump in and start taking the practice test. They'll give you a website so you can take your practice test, and I guarantee you, most of the exams, most of the questions that comes on the practice test will be the same one on the exam. So I just started taking practice tests, like I just started doing it all throughout, and then I got to know what I need to know. Basically, I passed it. I got my, how do you call it? A permit. Basically, it looks like a driver's license, but it's no driver's license. It's basically authorization to have someone help you to drive. So I had a couple of friends back in Iowa teach me how to drive a little bit, and unfortunately, a couple of months later, I had to move to a different state. So when I came to a different state, they had a whole new rule for themselves as well, a whole new law, sorry. And that way, I had to take the whole exam again. So I did the whole process again. I passed it the first time, and I had someone teach me how to drive. A couple of friends, family friends, and all that teach me how to drive, and I was able to pass the exams, both the written, the knowledge, and the practical. So before you actually get your driver's license, you need to go in and actually have someone sit beside you, drive around town, and then basically if they feel like, oh, you know what you are doing, then they'll give you your driver's license. If not, they will have you go learn again and come back and take it again. That way you have to only take just the practical one. That's all you need to take. You don't need to take the written one again. So after getting your driver's license, and so for the driver's license, the things that you need will be the same. You will need your proof of address, most importantly. You need your visa information, like your visa, your passport, your I-20, everything to prove that you are in status. One most important document that you always need to have on you is your I-94. So it's your arrival and departure records. It's basically used to verify that yes, you indeed came into the United States legally. Some people have visas, maybe your visa could be fake. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, you just need that. And After getting all these information, I will consider you as a resident. Most states consider people who have driver's license from their state's resident. What else do you need to get? It all depends on you. If you want to buy a car and you have good credit, you can buy a car. But if you don't have good credit, you will need a credit card. How do you get a credit card? Basically, I'll put some links in the description to some of the credit cards that I have. Those will be basically affiliate links, but not really, like referral links, and you can use those links. But I'll make a whole dedicated video towards credit cards and how you can easily get them and manage them. I have lots of credit cards as an F1 student. Just to think of it, as an F1 student, your only limitation comes with when you are filing for taxes, when you are working, work authorization, and a couple of things. Other than that, the whole other systems view you as a resident. Basically, the discrimination only comes when you are looking for a job, when you are looking for to get maybe a loan on certain things. But for like credit cards, car loans, and stuff like that, it's easy for you to get. So I'll link a couple of affiliate links or referral links to my credit cards, and you can click on them and you'll be able to apply there. Please, in your credit card journey, I know I haven't made my full video on credit card yet, but stay away from credit cards that have annual fees. For example, I have most credit cards that I don't even use anymore, and because they don't have annual fees, I'm able to keep them. If they did have annual fees, then I would not be able to keep them, because then every month, every year, since I'm not even though I'm not using it, I will still have to pay for it. To me, that is insane. I did have a couple of cards like that, but I just closed them out just to have no annual fee cards. So I personally believe stay away from cards with annual fees. Thank you very much for staying to the last of the video. In my next video, I will be sharing a lot more information that will be useful to your F1 journey. Please stay safe. Make good choices, make good friends, enjoy your community. Don't feel like you're an F1 student so the world is collapsing on you. Enjoy yourself. Just be whoever you want to be in America, okay? And learn as hard as you possibly can, and you shall succeed. Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe as I'm starting my YouTube journey. I'm sure you can see even through how I speak that I'm new to all of this, but I know with time I'll build the confidence that I need to be able to help you. Be sure to reach out to me if you need to, but for now, see you.